Hello, hi. So today I thought I would do a video about makeup. I don't know why. I don't really even wear makeup that often anymore. I don't really have a lot. Well, I do have a lot. I have too much, and that's what today's video is about. I go through like ebbs and flows with makeup. Today is an ebb, as I'm not wearing any. But in the past, and even sometimes now still, I'll get really into makeup and I'll just want to own all of it that I can. And over the years of this coming and going, I've accumulated quite a lot, and I'll show you. This is my vanity. This is all of my makeup. It's not like a grandiose amount, but it's not a little amount either. So that's how much makeup I have, and I need to dwindle it down. Why was there so much effort in saying that? So that's what we're doing today. We're dwindling down, we're decluttering my makeup. I have all of that, plus my big galaxy brain bought a bunch of $1 liquid lipstick years ago that I've hung on to, even though I've not worn any of them. So we're really gonna go through everything today and really work on just getting rid of stuff that I don't need. I have an unfortunate propensity to keep things that like I either once really loved but I don't even bother to use anymore, or things that I could one day love that I don't right now though. So I need to just get rid of stuff. There's a lot of stuff in here that is old and I need to just get rid of it because it's not healthy to keep these things any longer. So I'm gonna be, what's the word? Rough? No. I'm gonna be strict. No, what's that word? Harsh? That's not it. Come on, thesaurus.com. Kick in. I'm just gonna be not lenient. Whatever the opposite of that word is. I'm just gonna get rid of stuff that I don't need, that I don't use, that's old, that's expired, just anything like that. I'm getting rid of it. And if I need to buy more, I will work on that. But I just need to get rid of some stuff. So we're gonna start with the lipstick because honestly, I'm one person. I've not touched, literally I've not touched about 95% of this, which is just abhorrent. I guess we'll do it this way and we'll go one by one, and then editing me will have a great time. First off, let's talk about this. This is a brand new lipstick that I got in my Walmart. I've been getting all of my stuff delivered, or not delivered. We do pickup for our groceries. And where's the seal? Let's talk about that. Where is the seal? And then I opened it, and not only can you see, oh my god, am I an actual beauty person right now? Not only is there like a dent in the top, when I really roll it up, there are like weird shiny spots all over it. And this is supposed to be a matte formula, and I really want to use this color. It looks beautiful, but I'm uncomfortable with that because that's really gross. Do you like the one sock on my dresser? Just the one. Just the one. Okay, so we first have this lipstick. This is a very dark red maroon color, and it's about 5 years old. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that. I haven't worn it since my 20th birthday. So there's that. Then we have this one. As you can see, it's separating. And I don't think I've ever worn this one. It is this formula, this brand. I got this from Shop Misc, I think. And every single lipstick that you see in this bottle, I've not used. And the formula is absolutely awful. So unless I really, really, really like the color, I'm getting rid of it. So I'm getting rid of that one. Then we have this pretty like burnt orange, which I actually do really like. I think I might keep that one. But if I don't use it, I'm getting rid of it. I promise. I pinky promise. Then we have this pretty color. It's like a metallic. I don't know if you can see on camera, but it's got like glitter in it. So that's definitely going away. Then we have this one. This is by the brand Amuse, but I also got it on Shop Misc, and as much as I do like the color, I have similar colors and the formula is awful. We have another liquid suede by NYX. This is in a bright purple. I haven't worn this one since Halloween of 2017, 4 years ago almost, so that's a definite goodbye. So I'm just gonna get all of these out and just look at the colors. This is all of them, finally. So we have this color, which is a beautiful like I don't even know. It's like a brown, but it's got like gold glitter in it. It's really a pretty color, but I'm never gonna wear it. This one I am gonna keep actually because it's just glitter. It's a pretty cute lip gloss, so I'm definitely keeping this one. Then we have all of these, which I'm just never, this is not a color I ever wear, so I don't know why I have 50 billion versions of it. And this one is literally yellow, and I just don't think I could ever pull that off. Plus it's like mega, I don't know if you can see that, but it's like separating to the 10th degree. Here are more metallics that I'm just never gonna be able to pull off. Here's a deep blue, another metallic, another metallic. This one I'm actually thinking of keeping. It's a very pretty pink color. Then we have, another metallic. Then we have nudes that are just not for my skin tone. And then we have colors that are pretty, but just the formula of this lip gloss is so bad that I'm just gonna say no. So those are all of those. These are all being gotten rid of. And then these are the 3 that I'm keeping because I either do not mind the formula or I like the color enough to deal with the formula. So I'm only keeping 3 of those. And then I have been hanging on to these because I used to love them so much. These were my favorite lip glosses back in the day, especially this one. It was such a pretty shade, but I've had these for at least 6 years now, and that's just not good. So these 2 need to be given away, or not given away, thrown away. Then I have a lot of NYX lip glosses. I have, no. Okay, so I don't remember buying this one. I remember buying all of these except for this one. When did I buy this? It just doesn't look like a shade I would have bought. It's too brown. Like this one, it's very similar to this one, but this one's darker and more purple, and this one is much more brown, and I just don't think it would suit me. So I'm gonna get rid of that one, and that one, and that one. Who was I when I bought this? Who did I think I was? And then these 2. I'm gonna keep this one because it's just a very pretty color, even though this is old. Let me smell it. It still smells good, and honestly, I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it even though I've had it for far too long. I'm keeping it. And then this one, I don't know. Well, okay, here's what we'll do. We're keeping one of these, but only one of them, because there's no need to keep both of them. I know that I'm keeping this one because I know that I like the formula better than this one. I'm getting rid of that one and keeping the other. Then I have these 2 Buxom lip glosses, and I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of them because they are lip plumping. The last time I tried them on by accident, they hurt and I almost cried, so no thank you. Getting rid of those. Then we have these 2 Wet n Wild bullet lipsticks. I'm really into bullet lipsticks right now, and I bought these online without seeing them, and they're glittery, so they got put in the bottom of this thing because I don't know how I feel about them. I hate that they're glittery, and the color, this one literally has no, can you even see this? This is right here. Can't even see it. So I think I'm gonna get rid of these, even though they are cute. Well, I mean, I might keep the pink one just because it does have a little color and it is kind of cute. So I'm gonna keep it, but if I don't use it, I'm gonna get rid of it. And then I love this product actually. Oh my god, it's the Maybelline Color Blur, what is it, like a lip studio lipstick thing, and I still do use it sometimes, but I shouldn't because it's very old. So I think I'm just gonna rebuy this. I don't really like the end thing. There's just like this weird plastic thing on the end that like you can like smudge the product out with, and I'm just not crazy about that, but I do love the color and I do like the formula. And then this is another Buxom lip gloss. It's also lip plumping, so I'm gonna get rid of it because I don't like the pain. And then I have this Muse long lasting liquid lipstick. Again, I don't like the formula. I don't even really like the color that much, so I'm getting rid of it. I've been putting that off for years now. I've literally have no reason to keep any of these. Oh my god, this is kind of fun. Oh, did you see? I'm so glad I got that on camera. So those are all the extra lipsticks that I pretty much never use, and then I have just a few more in here. These are the ones that I am known to reach for more than these, but I still don't reach for all of them, so I do go through all of them. So first off, we have these 2 Buxom bullet lipsticks. I actually really like these, so I'm keeping them. I think I might actually buy full sizes because I really like them, even though they're old and I need to get new ones. This I do like. I like the color of it, I like the formula of it, but it is several years old at this point. It's at least 2018, if not 2017. I've held on to it because at the time when I bought this, it was like one of the most expensive items that I bought, but I need to let go of it. The fact that it is this kind of applicator, I can't remember what it's called, but the fact that it's that kind of applicator and I've held on to it for this long is just not very sanitary, so I'm definitely getting rid of it. But it's a very pretty color. I really do like it. Can you guys hear the rain? It's kind of like giving a good ambiance to this video, isn't it? So then we have this lip liner, but I don't know. I do think I'm going to keep it because it's not that old, and I do need a lip liner, and the only other one I have is this one, which again I've had for so long, but I don't even like the color of it. I like this one more than I like this one, and I've had this one for a shorter period of time, so I'm getting rid of the NYX. Then we have this Maybelline lip gloss or lipstick. I got this and I like it. I think it's a little bit too baby pink for me, but I am going to keep it because I just bought it and I do like the formula, and I think with certain looks it complements it well. Then we have these two lip glosses that are, this one is disgusting. I really hope you can see how separated and gross it is, and then this one is way too orange for me, so I don't even know why they're in my like everyday lipstick. I'm definitely getting rid of them. Then we have this one. This is a NYX butter gloss that I really like. The color is really nice on me with certain looks. Sometimes it's way too light. This again, this is the only red lipstick I have other than this, but even this is not very like true red. It's much more orange. So even though this is very old, I am gonna repurchase something to replace it soon, but for now I'm keeping it just so I don't not have red lipstick. This is my NYX Lip Lingerie lip gloss. I'm keeping this just because it's not that old and I do like it, even though I should be getting rid of it, but it still smells good, so I'm keeping it. Even though it is kind of sticky, I am on the lookout for another replacement of that. A lot of these things, once I do get to where I can replace them, I will be getting rid of them. So okay, these are the lip lingeries, and I've had these for way too long. These are in the color Teddy, which is the most recent one I bought, but that was still 4 years ago, I think. And these two are my favorite. Exotic and Ruffle Trim are my two favorite. They're so beautiful, and I do think I'm going to repurchase them, even though I'm not crazy about the formula. I love both of these colors so much, so I am going to keep them just until I can replace them, and just because I do still reach for them, even though I probably shouldn't because they're very old. But this one I am going to get rid of because it is way too dark for me to ever really pull it off. I never do looks that would require like a dark brown lip. So these are all of the lip products that I'm getting rid of, and I'm keeping these. That's pretty good. Oops. That's pretty good compared to this, even though that is a bit much and I do still need to prune this down even more, but I'm very happy to be getting rid of all of this. So this is gonna stay on the desk and be our get rid of. So we'll start with palettes. This one right here on the top is a keepsake. I don't use this anymore, as I shouldn't. It's very old. So if you can't tell, this is the Skylark by Ellen Blair palette. And if you don't know who Ellen Blair are, they were like the OG beauty YouTubers. They were some of the first, and they were definitely some of the first to have a collaboration and have their own makeup palette, and this is what it looked like. This is from like 2012, I believe, and like I said, I don't use any of these products because they are definitely expired. But as you can see, I used them quite a bit in their heyday. But this is just a keepsake palette that I don't think I'll ever get rid of, just because I begged my mom for this for so long. It's right here because I was talking about it the other day, but usually I keep it like shoved in the very back of my palettes. But I love this palette and I think it's so cute, and this was the first ever highlighter that I ever saw. Before this, I didn't know that like cheek highlighter was a thing. So I just think that it's like such a cool thing. Like, look how like not shimmery that is. And it's also many years old, so I shouldn't be judging it. But like back in the day, that was all people put on their cheeks. That's so wild to me. Listen, I deconstructed some Too Faced palettes. I had these weird little boxes, so I put the shades in there. What you're about to see is sacrilegious to makeup lovers, and I'm sorry, but you know, I had to do what I had to do. I put eyeshadows in a random box and I broke most of them. As you can see, can you see? They're very damaged. All of these eyeshadows are very damaged, and I have no excuse. None of them are great quality. They're all Too Faced, so that tells you enough. So half of these I don't use, but this middle section I use quite a bit, so that's why I keep it, and I will continue to keep it. But when I do buy more palettes in the future, like I plan on doing, this will be the first to go because it's not the way to go. And then this one is just some face products. I don't know why I kept this. This is the Nikki's highlighter from her palette. It's not good, as we all know, but I do like the bronzer that came in that palette. And then these are just blush toppers that I think are cute, especially this one. These two in the middle, I really enjoy those. But again, as soon as I do get more products in my collection, these two will be the first to go, just because it's not the best situation. Then we have the Naked 2 Basics, and I kept this because honestly I spent $20 on it and I didn't want to admit that I didn't like it. But are we kidding? With a 2021 lens, this is the worst palette I think I have ever seen. Where is the range? This is the most boring palette I've ever seen. And also, these three are the same shade. And also, let me get a brush to show you. This is the worst, most powdery product I have ever seen. Like, every single shade is like that. Why are they so powdery? Like, excuse me? That's ridiculous. But I've had it for many years and I do not reach for it, so I'm definitely getting rid of this. Then we have a Too Faced palette. I do like this one for this green color, this one, and this one, but other than that, all of the colors are okay. I hate that these two mattes, or these two dark colors, are glittery. Like, why? This was a holiday collection from Too Faced, so we know that they didn't really try that hard. I will be keeping this just because of that green color. I really do like it. It's my favorite green in my collection. But again, this is one that when I find another green that I like more, this will probably be decluttered. Then we have my 3 Juvia's Place palettes. These aren't going anywhere. I love them all. They're all very well used, especially this color. This is my favorite eyeshadow in my entire collection. I'm scared to run out of it. I've hit pan on it and that's terrifying to me. I love this palette. I love the story colors of all of these. I think they're just so pretty and the quality is unmatched. I reach for these all the time. They're definitely my go-to palettes. This is my go-to inner eye color. I love it. I love this one for all over the lid when I'm doing like more of an orangey, glittery look. These are amazing and I love them. I keep this one up here on the top of my vanity. And then the other two that I keep on top of my vanity, first off we have the Naked Ultimate. Honestly, I don't ever use the colors in here, but I use the mirror every single day. So I will be keeping this because I do use these two. Sometimes I'll dip into this one, but mainly I use it for the mirror because it's so big and nice. And also it's pretty. I do have to give it that. But I bought the whole palette for this one shade that I never use. I remember when I first saw it, I was like, oh my god, that's the prettiest shade I've ever seen, but I never use it. This is my favorite color from the whole thing. I love that for a brow bone highlight, and I've almost hit pan, but I don't want to use it all up, so I hardly ever use it, which defeats the purpose, but it's how my brain works, so we're going with it. But yeah, I'm keeping this palette for the mirror more than anything, but if I ever find a better mirror, it'll probably get decluttered. Then we have this Salute to Paris by Essence palette, which I do really love that shade right there. It's absolutely beautiful, and I do find this palette to be pretty lackluster. It's not that great. These two shimmers I was really excited about, but they're very abysmal. And then these up here it's all very powdery and it's not the best quality, but I do like it in a pinch and I do like some of the colors. But again, if I ever find these colors and a better formula, this will be given away quickly. So I'm keeping most of my palettes, and I knew that would be the case just because I use all of them pretty much, except for this one. I'm keeping this one as a keepsake, but it's gonna go back in the corner and we're never gonna talk about it again until I'm ready to reminisce. But the only palette that I'm getting rid of out of all of these is the Naked 2 Basics, just because it's awful. I never use it and it doesn't even have a good mirror. So we're getting rid of it. So those are all of my eyeshadows, and then moving up we have all of my face products. I use most of them. I just bought this, so I'm definitely keeping it. It's the e.l.f. Luminous putty primer. I can't really tell if the luminizing part does anything. Like, you can see the luminosity of it when you apply it to your face, but once you put foundation over it, it's kind of lost. But I do like the way it keeps my makeup in place, so I'm definitely keeping this. And then these two, I need to get rid of one of these because I don't need both of them, and I don't really use either one of them, so I really do need to just pick one. I think I'm gonna get rid of this one because there are bits of glitter in this, which is really annoying, and this one truly doesn't have any glitter or anything to it. It's the matte and poreless, so I think I'm going to get rid of this one because I never reached for it. And then I have two of the Maybelline Fit Me Loose powders. This is the one I'm currently using, but I'm almost done with it, so I bought a backup. So I'm definitely keeping both of these. They're my favorite setting powders. So these two, alright. I'm going to get rid of this one for sure. I never use it, even though I clearly once did. I hit pan on it. I don't know who I was when I was hitting pan on a translucent powder. Same with banana powder. The fact that I don't remember the last time I used this, but I have hit pan on it says a lot. So I'm definitely getting rid of it. But this is like the end of an era to get rid of that. But it's definitely needed. Then I have two e.l.f. Sun-Kissed bronzers. One is just a backup. I really like this. I used to like it a lot more. I feel like they changed the formula and I broke the top of it. This is definitely a product where you have to get that first layer off for it to be any good. And I think it's a little bit too orange for me these days. I do like it, but I am on the lookout for a better one. I think I'm going to get the Butter Bronzer soon. Then we have the Makeup Revolution Ultra Bronzer. I really like this. It's my only, well, it's a bronzer, but I use it as a contour because it's just a good shade for me and it's matte, so I never have to worry about any, you know, like glitter particles. I've had this for many moons, but I'm the kind of person who doesn't really believe powder products expire. As long as it has pigment to it, I'm gonna keep using it, and this still has pretty good pigment. So then my only two blushes, this one is an ombre blush from NYX. I've had this for far too long. I still get pretty good color payoff. It was supposed to be an ombre, but clearly over my years of use, I've ruined that effect. But I really do like this color. It's actually a lot more purple toned, especially compared to this shade, but since I have naturally red cheeks, I like using this one. And then this is the only pink coral blush that I have. It's very pigmented. This is a Revolution blush in the color Fusion, and this other NYX blush is in the color Mauve Me. It's definitely very pigmented, so I have to use a very, very light hand with this, but I do like it when I can apply it good. Okay, listen. This is one of the first expensive makeup products that I ever bought. It is the Becca highlighter in Pearl. This is the one that Nikki Tutorials used to rave about all of the time. Back in the day, I don't know if you can see, but there's a very large dent in this product. Back when I first bought it in 2015, yes, I've had this for nearly 6 years now. I used it a lot, but I don't anymore, and as much as it pains me, especially since Becca is closing down, I do think I'm gonna get rid of this just because I never use it, and it's foolish to keep it if I'm just not using it. And then we have three highlighters. I'm keeping all three of them, even though this one is broken and doesn't close. I still like it. It's a very pretty basic color. It is a little drier of a formula than I personally like. I do like the way that this looks on the skin. Again, if I find a product that I like better, I won't have any issue giving it up, but until then, I am happy with it. And then these are my two favorite highlighters. This one is beautiful. It gives off the shiniest effect. I just have to be careful not to go too low, because if I get like too much of this color mixed in with the rest, it just looks like I have a streak of brown on my face, which is not what we're going for. But these two colors, especially the very lowest, is absolutely stunning. Oh my god, oops. It is a bit glittery, like there are actual glitter particles in it, but if I can use a light enough hand, I really love the effect that this gives me. This is the Revolution Shimmer Brick in the color Radiant, I think. And then we have my absolute favorite highlighter, which is the Becca highlighter in Opal. I think I'm going to buy a full size of this if they're still available. I don't know when they're really going kaput, but if I can, I'm going to buy a full version of this because I absolutely love this product. I got the mini version, obviously, and about a week after I got it, I broke it. But I still use it. I still love it. It's my absolute favorite color. I thought it would be too dark for me, but when I apply it to my skin, it just looks absolutely beautiful. So I definitely want to get a full size if I can. If I can't, this one is very similar to it. So I'm definitely keeping most things like I knew I would. My collection is already pretty curated. There are just certain things that I need to have the nudge to let go, and filming this video is helping me do that. A lot of the things I'm getting rid of I would not have if I didn't have the pressure of the camera being on, so that's nice. But like I said, I'm keeping most things, but I am going to get rid of these products here. So 1 highlighter and then 3 base products that I just don't use anymore. So that's pretty good. I do feel like I'm giving myself more room, which is nice. So then we're on to this thing, and this is gonna be the most troublesome because this is where I keep most of the useless stuff. But let me move you over here and then we'll get started on it. We're gonna go section by section, I think, because I do kind of try to keep it organized. I'm gonna get very sad going through this because a lot of these things are things that I have kept for many years for many different reasons, most of which are stupid. I need to just bite the bullet on a lot of these things and just get rid of them. So the camera being here is what's keeping me going. Let's just get started. So we'll start with this back here. I'm definitely getting rid of this. This is another thing that I bought from Shop Misc that I just never use. It's like a lip and cheek stick. I just never use this, so I'm getting rid of it. This is another, I don't even know. This is a Physicians Formula bronzer stick, I believe, and I've had it for many moons. I'm sorry about the lighting. That's better. This is a bronzer stick that I just never use. I did used to back when I was 18, but I'm now 22, so I need to get rid of that. Then I have this e.l.f. primer, which I really do like, but it's so old that I just need to get rid of it. Even though I don't want to, I want to keep it, but I don't need to. Then we have my NYX Born to Glow foundation. I like this enough. I do like the finished product once I get everything on my face, but I do have to say it does show all of the texture on my face. I don't think I'll ever repurchase this, but I will use it up. It's definitely not a favorite or anything, but I am going to keep it. Then we have my Fit Me foundation. This is the Dewy and Smooth. I definitely like the Dewy and Smooth more than I liked the Matte and Poreless. This isn't my favorite foundation. I do have to say I have very dry skin and I have a lot of texture on my face, and it's hard for me to find a foundation that doesn't sink into that and doesn't cling to it and doesn't show it really awfully. But this foundation is pretty good and I do like it. Again, I don't know if I would repurchase it, but while using it up, I will enjoy it. So I'm definitely going to keep this. Then we have the Clinique Even Better foundation, which this is probably my best foundation. I don't know if I'm going to repurchase it. I think I will because it definitely gives me my favorite finish out of all of the foundations that I do own. I'm either going to repurchase this because I'm almost out of it, or I'm going to get the No. 7 Stay Perfect foundation, which I used to have back in the day, but I used it all up, which is saying a lot. It takes me forever to use a foundation, but I really, really liked that foundation. So I'm either going to purchase it, which is about $16, or repurchase this, which is about $30. I do like this foundation. It's probably my favorite that I own, but I just wish it wasn't so darn expensive. Okay, and then we have this Catrice primer. I like this. I do find that my foundations go on better when I'm wearing it, so it definitely does its job, and it does have a pretty good tacky texture to it, so I really do like this. Okay, so moving on to the second section. This is an eye primer that I've had for way too long, so I'm getting rid of it. I don't even need to think about it because I will talk myself into keeping it, and I don't need to do that, so I'm just getting rid of it. Same with, well, I don't know. This is my NYX Honey Do Me Up primer, which I hate the packaging. I don't think that this product does anything, but I don't want to just get rid of it. It's like not a bad product, I just don't think it really does anything. So I am conflicted on should I keep it or not. I do think I'm just gonna keep it and use it up, but I wouldn't recommend it. Then we have, well, first off, I'm keeping my chapstick, but this I'm gonna have to let go. This is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. It is old. I have no business continuing to use this, so I'm just gonna get rid of it before I can talk myself out of it. I've held on to it for at least 5, maybe 6 years. It's ridiculous. Then we have my Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I used to really like this, but the older I get, the more issue I'm finding with it. So I do think I'm definitely keeping it, but I don't think I'm gonna repurchase it again. I've repurchased this many a time, and I just don't think I'm gonna keep repurchasing it because this is way too light for me right now, but also I'm just not enjoying the finish the way I used to. So I'm definitely going to be on the hunt for a new concealer. And then this concealer, I know I love it. It's a great concealer, but I can't get it to work. I got a faulty one and it just will not, no matter what I do. I can sit here for hours just doing this and the product will not come out of it. So I'm going to spend some time trying to rip it open just to where I can get to the product. I don't even like using the applicator because it's unsanitary. I do think I will repurchase it at some point, but I just hope I don't get another faulty one because it's been extremely frustrating to have a concealer that I don't even like anymore and have one that I do like but not be able to use it. It's incredibly frustrating. Then on to eyeliners and mascara and brow products. So first, I'm keeping these two products because they are my only mascara and my only brow product, so I am keeping them out of pure necessity, although I do need to buy a new mascara very soon. This is my only brow gel, but I am going to go ahead and get rid of it because it's many moons old and I don't really like it. So I'm going to get rid of it and I'm going to contemplate getting a new one. I might not, just because I don't really notice too much of a difference. And then I have these two eyeliners, and the reason they are not with all of these back here is just because I actually use them. Even though I don't love either one of them, they're the only ones that I really can stand. It's me and eyeliner it's not a great love story between me and eyeliner. And then we have these three palettes. This is a cream eyeshadow palette that I have never reached for. I honestly will be shocked if there are any dents in this. Very few. There are very few smudges throughout this. This used to be a holy grail product of mine, and I think if I still liked cream eyeshadows, this would still continue to be a holy grail product. This is the Revlon, what do they even call them? Illuminance cream eyeshadow palette. I think that these are beautiful colors, and I think if I liked cream eyeshadows, I would love these, and maybe one day I'll come back to them. But I just never reached for it, so I'm going to get rid of it just because I never reached for it, even though this is many years old and they're still creamy as ever, so it's definitely a great product. And then with these two, I was duped by Kathleen Lights. Honestly, she was raving about these bite-sized e.l.f. eyeshadows, and first off, I thought they were going to be much bigger than this, and also I hate that this dark shade has glitter in it. There's only one matte shade, and these two are pretty much the same exact shade, so I'm pretty disappointed in this, but I do sometimes reach for it for that matte shade and the two lighter shimmers. Then we have this one. I'm going to keep this just because I don't think I've ever used it, and I need to. It's a very pretty palette, and I need to use it. I don't know, well, the fact that it's tucked away in there is the reason I'm not using it, so I'm going to put it on display over here, and hopefully I will reach for it more. So then to this last row, I am already well aware. The reason it's back there to where it can be hidden is because I don't use anything back here. So I'm going to be pretty ruthless in this back section. These three I've had for far too long. They're mini versions of the liquid highlighter. So I'm getting rid of all three of these, even though I do quite like the High Beam. It's way too old and it's hard to get any product out of it. It's like separated and it's gross. So I'm getting rid of this for sure. I held on to them for, you know, the fact that I spent good money on them. Then we have these cream eyeshadows. I have the Maybelline 24-hour Color Tattoo cream eyeshadow, which it's dried out to the point where it's useless to keep, so I'm definitely getting rid of this. And then this is the e.l.f. Long Lasting Luminous eyeshadow. It's a very pretty color, and it's not dried out, but it is literally pure glitter. There's no pigment to it whatsoever. I have no use for it. I never, ever, 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 ever reach for it, so I'm getting rid of it. Then I have these single eyeshadows. I'm just going to get rid of all of them because I never use them. I did used to use this one quite a bit, but even with it being the only silver in my collection, I never use it. This is the only pure white in my collection. Still never use it. The only taupe brown, still never use it. And the only like shimmery purple color, still never use it. So I'm getting rid of all of these just because I don't use them and it's unnecessary to keep them. Why I ever thought I would ever use a loose pigment is beyond me. I never use this. I think I've used it once since I bought it. I feel really bad about that. It's a beautiful color, but I have no business working with loose pigment. I just don't. I'm never gonna use it. I don't need it. I'm getting rid of it. Then we have this single black eyeshadow. Again, I never use it. This is probably 8 years old. I don't need this it's probably no good. And then the very last section to go through are my eyeliners and other miscellaneous eye products. So we have these two eyeliners that I have tried my best. They're both, well, one is LA Colors, one is e.l.f. They've served their purpose, but they need to go. Both of them have janky brushes that they make me so frustrated working with these, and I've held on to them because I needed black eyeliner, but now that I have two other ones that I like more than those two, I'm getting rid of them. Then I have these two colorful eyeshadows from NYX. One is purple, one is yellow. I used the purple one for Halloween one year, and I used the yellow one never. So I'm getting rid of both of these because I never used them. This is the only pencil eyeliner that I have, but look at that. That is gross. So I'm getting rid of this because I never use it. And same with this. This is so old. It's separated so disgustingly. But this is the NYX Lingerie Matte Eye Tint. I don't even know what they call it, but I don't like it. I don't use it. I'm getting rid of it. I'm going to keep my glitter glue for no reason. I have no glitter. I have no loose glitter. Maybe if I was keeping this pigment, this would have purpose, but I'm not, so it doesn't. But I am going to keep it, even though, although, should I? What's the... Oh, it's not even coming out. I'm getting rid of this. Never mind, JK. It's gotten rid of. All right, there we go. We're done. My throat hurts from talking. I knew I needed to do this video. Look at this. This is what I'm keeping, and this is what I'm getting rid of. That's crazy. Oh my god. I'm sorry about the lighting in this video. It's very bad, but I'm sad. I knew I needed to do this video because I needed to get rid of these things, but it's sad seeing all of this stuff, eat all of this and all of it. Ah! All right, I'm gonna put all this back and then I'll really go over it. Oh my god. I just put all of it back, and that's literally, it just fills the first ones up. Oh my god. I'm getting rid of so much, but it's good. That's good. It gives me room to buy things that I'll actually use, and it also is getting a lot of clutter out of my life. So this is a good thing. But alright, so this is everything I'm getting rid of. Oh my god! I did not see this coming. So I'm getting rid of quite a lot, and I feel bad because all of this stuff is so old that even if I had people to give it to, I wouldn't. So I'm gonna have to go through all of this away, and that's so sad. Okay, so it's like an hour later. I have been filming forever, but I'm really happy because look how much I'm getting rid of. Oh my god! I'm getting rid of so much. I'm actually really happy about this. I've known that I needed to do this for so long, but I've just been putting it off because I'm sentimental and I like keeping things for no reason. But this is, I'm really happy. Like, I'm really happy to be getting rid of all of this. Thank you for like being here and keeping me, holding me accountable, because if I wasn't filming, I would not have gotten rid of all of this. So I really appreciate it. Another thing that I do want to be more aware of when buying new makeup is just the footprint that I'm leaving on this world. Is this really the footprint that I want to make in the world? No, it's not. So I'm definitely going to be more conscious of that when buying makeup. A lot of this stuff I bought when I was 18 and younger. So now that I'm older, much older, I'm more conscious of what I purchase is basically all I'm trying to say. Because once this is all gone, I'm not going to be just wasting money or wasting product anymore. If I buy something, it will be with the intent to use it up all the way. So there will be no more wasting like I've done with these products. I do feel really bad about that, but there's nothing I can do now. All I can do is do better in the future, so that's what I will be doing. But yeah, I'm really excited and happy to be getting rid of all of this, and thanks for coming along with the journey. If anyone other than Future Me did stumble upon this video, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day, and goodbye.